So, greetings. I'm Erika Collins, Global Real Estate Investment Specialist, and I'm here with Dario Torrente. And we're going to discuss how to get a mortgage when you are not from the United States. There's a lot of options that are out there, and so we're just doing a little Q&A with each other to help our clients understand how to get a loan here, because in America, you don't always have to pay cash. You do have options. And so, Dario, if you can start out, tell me a little bit about yourself and your company, and we'll get started.
Perfect, perfect, Erika. Thank you for having me today. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Well, my name is Dario Torrente. I'm a loan officer for over 20 something years. I did start in the business in 2002. I started as a loan processor, though, by the way, and then I switched to become a full-time loan officer. I've been helping people, nationals and internationals. International clients are awesome too, and they are really simple to help them out. Like you mentioned, you don't have to buy your properties cash. In the States, you can diversify those funds. Instead of buying maybe one, you can buy two or maybe three. And then, you take it from there. But yeah, it's really simple, the process. Really simple. I'm here to help.
Absolutely. So, what would you say typically with me, my clients, the biggest challenge to overcome is getting a bank account in the United States? What have you seen as challenges for your clients?
That's one of the challenges, actually, as now that you mention it. I have most of foreign national clients. Either most of them they already have a bank account in the US. Most of them. A few of them they don't. Like right now, I'm having a client who is looking to open one from Chile.
Mhm.
So they are working on it right now. There is ways to you can open it from your country. There is some online bank account that you can open. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much one of the challenges that I also face when I'm going to help international buyers.
Yeah, for sure. And for my side of things, I'm not a tax advisor by any means. However, I like to recommend my clients talk to a tax attorney, especially an international tax attorney or an immigration specialist, to discuss the opportunity of opening an LLC in the United States. There's opportunities when you do that to be able to get bank accounts a little bit easier. And that's actually one way that a lot of foreign investors will get a bank account here. There's some countries that their legal paperwork, the Netherlands, for example, is completely different than most of the world's banking system, where their legal first name on a document is actually their first initial, and then they have their last name. And so to transfer that over to getting a United States bank account makes it a little challenging. So sometimes there's a little bit of rework that has to happen in order to get a bank account here. So um, definitely get a good tax attorney,
Yes,
get a
very
good,
important.
definitely a lawyer or immigration specialist to help you on that process. And that's where Dario and I can be a big help to people, where we have a team of people that help our clients make the process as seamless as possible.
Correct, correct. That's really important, Erica. Really important, especially for tax purposes,
Yes.
uh, to have an LLC and have everything structured the right way before you start investing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And not only that, it just helps, because in the end, if you do have an investment property and you go to resell it and you're still a resident of another country, there are international taxes that you have to be careful with. There's uh, it's called
FIRTA.
FIRPTA. Yep. And
Yep.
so it's a special tax that only foreign nationals have to pay. So it's important to do your homework, understand everything that goes around with that. And again, that's where a great tax attorney will come into play with your team of people when you decide to purchase here in the United States.
That's correct. That's really good advice, and especially you have a certain percentage that you get retained as a foreign national
Mhm.
if you do it individually, like an individual. But if you do an LLC and you have minimum of two partners, you get a, let's say it's like a discount. They
Mhm.
give you, instead of, I think it's 15%, With two on your LLC, you can only get taxed 10%. So
Hmm.
it's a big saving.
Okay. Yeah, that's good information. If I was a foreign national and I was calling on you to start the loan process, what would that look like? What kind of documentation do you need from me? And what does that process look like from a relationship point with a mortgager like yourself and a client?
Perfect. That's an awesome question. Well, the first thing that I like to do with my clients is get to know their plans.
Hmm.
Get to know them. What's their plans? What's their idea? How long are they planning on keeping their property for? Everything plays a part because we got different options, different programs, which it depends on what the client is looking for. If the client is also on those programs, we have two options. We can say full doc, meaning income verification from your country, reference letter from your bank institutions, and also we have other programs which you don't need any of these issue in this paperwork. You only need just your visa if you need one visa to get into the country, your passport, utility bill from your country, and really important to have an U.S. bank account. But it
Yeah.
depends because we have so many options on loan programs that it depends of what the client is looking to do with the property.
Yeah. Yeah. I know for myself, I see a lot of clients wanting to purchase Airbnb properties. They want something that they can come stay at while they visit and to be able to rent it out the rest of the year when they're gone. What are you seeing for the most of what you work with your clients?
Yes, Airbnb, yes, they are a really good option, and that's also part of the question because we need to know if it's going to be a long-term tenant
Yeah.
or it's going to be like an Airbnb tenant. So that
Yeah.
also play a part. I mean, I seen Airbnb, I would say maybe 30%, 40%, and the difference will be somebody who's looking to just invest and have a long-term tenant in it. But yeah, it's kind of divided. Depends on what the client is looking for.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know sometimes foreign nationals, they'll want to do some special investments here in commercial properties. Is that something you're able to do, or do you have a team of commercial agents that can handle commercial properties?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we do have a team of commercial people and also programs and different options.
Hmm.
But most of these commercial investments, they have a minimum of loan amounts. For example, for a foreign national, I have a lender that we don't do anything below 250,000 as loan amount. If the loan amount is below 250,000, then we gotta find another way, which the minimum is 100,000. We don't do anything below 100,000.
Yeah.
Or so that's also it's the same thing with commercial. Some lenders
Hmm.
they don't do anything below 500,000. Some
Yeah.
other lenders that may offer you, let's say, a better options, but their minimum loan amount is 1 million.
Yeah.
So that's also depends.
And if they're investing in Miami, the minimum of $500,000 is pretty easy to get to.
Yes.
Properties are down there. So that's really good to know because I not only do residential, but I do commercial too. So um,
Perfect.
I have clients looking to build multifamily properties here. So
Okay,
um,
great. That's multifamily. I love multifamily, by the
yeah,
way. Those are
absolutely.
really good properties. You have two, three doors on the one roof.
Hmm.
Beautiful. You don't have to be moving around to different
Yeah,
properties.
exactly. And as far as an investment standpoint in Miami, it's right now it's kind of a better way to go just because, if you're going to buy a single family house and rent it out, your margin is going to be a lot slimmer than if you have multiple doors. And
Yes.
so the multifamily option is a really good way to go for investors.
Yes, 100%. Most of my national investors, they love multifamilies.
Hmm.
They
Yeah,
always go for multifamilies. They buy them, they fix them, they put rent tenants in there, and then they call me, you know,
yeah,
I need to refinance and get a lower rate than a fixed rate. So
yeah, yeah. And if you're an investor in another country and you need a property manager, that's part of what I offer also is
there
a
you go.
broker associate here in Miami. So it's always a possibility to create relationship with me. I'll take good care of you and your
Yes.
property, and you can go back home and not worry about how your investment is doing.
Yes, exactly. Hire somebody like you. You're gonna
Mhm.
take care of their investment, their interests, and they're gonna have peace of mind. So, which is really important.
Yeah. And on the flip side of that, though, there's a visa that we have here in the United States called the EB-5, where if you invest um, $1.5 million, then you have the opportunity to start working on your citizenship here in the United States. Do
Yes.
do you
Yes,
have
that's another good
experience?
option too. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great opportunity. And that there's obviously stipulations with that. They want to see a few pieces of criteria, such as business establishment and job
Right.
growth opportunities. So if you're interested in that, again, you want to speak with your tax or immigration attorney on those types of things.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Looking down through. So you said that you've seen some foreign nationals do some fix and flip type things. How does that process work with getting a loan? Do they have to have a special type of loan for that?
No, no. It works the same for national investors, pretty
Hmm.
much.
Okay.
It depends if the property, if they're gonna buy the property pretty much to fix it because it needs some kind of work done.
Yep.
They also the same venue. They need an LLC, right?
Hmm.
And but they gonna need a private lender,
Hmm.
a private investor. You know, private lenders they don't mind about credit or any kind of documentation. They just mind about the property and if it
Yeah.
makes sense, numbers pretty much. So
Yep.
once an investor, either national or foreign national, buy this property, they fix them up. Then I can step in and I can get them out of those private lenders because those private lenders they amortize your payment for let's say 30 years,
Yeah.
but the rate is fixed for 1 year, maybe two,
Okay.
and that's interest only.
Yep.
But that's a really good way to use it because you only want to buy that property, fix them up, and maybe in a few months, maybe let's say 4 months, you're ready
Hmm.
to refinance, get yourself out of that high rate and type of program, which it was good at the moment when you bought that
Yep.
property. But now, since you're looking to have some cash flow and have some more security on your investment with a fixed rate, then you
Yeah.
move it from a private lender to a regular 30-year fixed loan. And it's
Correct.
the same way, passport, always passport, always visa if you need it, a utility bill from your country, and
Hmm.
a US bank account. Those are the,
Yep.
the four main things that you need to have as a foreign nationals.
Yeah.
You know? And then from there, depending of the program that you want to go for or the options that you need to, then we can see the options on programs and financing.
Yeah. Good. Now, what's the down payment process look like with a foreign national? Typically, for a U.S. citizen, we will pay anything from 3.5% all the way up to 25% or more.
Right.
What does it look like if you're a foreign national?
For a foreign national, it's 25%.
Hmm.
For a any property that is not a condominium or an apartment.
Okay.
When it's a condo or any kind of apartment building, you need
Hmm.
30% down.
Okay.
So that's pretty much you need your down payment, which is 30% or 25, depending on the property.
Hmm.
Um, you need also your closing costs, like any other lenders, like any other loan, you need closing cost.
Yep.
Same as the seller. When the seller is selling his property, he has also some closing costs to pay.
Yeah.
So lenders are also looking for besides your down payment and your closing costs, they also want to see that you have reserves of your new
Yes.
mortgage payment. So let's say that your mortgage payment, let's say is 1,000. They want to
Hmm.
see that you have 6,000 sitting in your bank account after your
Yes.
down payment and your closing cost. You don't have to give it to the lender. They just want to see that you have some savings afterward.
And it would be easy to show reserves if they say they were coming in with $1 million for a purchase and then they only have to put down 300,000,
Yeah,
then
right.
they immediately have all the reserves they need and can get a loan and maybe even multiply their purchases by getting multiple properties instead of just one. So that's all.
Exactly. That's the beauty about leveraging your money with
Yes.
a lender institution. So you
Yes.
can, instead of buying one property, you can buy a few.
Yes.
Then, your investment will grow faster.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Looking through my questions that I had for us here. Um,
Some foreign nationals, they get surprised when they see how easy it is to finance a property up here and in the US. And also they get surprised how lower our rates are compared to their rates,
yeah.
you know?
What
It's
have you seen for rates internationally versus what you're able to offer?
Well, I mean, I'm talking about, for example, Colombia,
Uh-huh.
where I'm from, the
Yep.
rates are really high, like 20 something percent a year. It's
Wow,
crazy.
yeah. And we're complaining
Here,
about 6%.
that's, yeah, it's too much. And, the paperwork that you have to submit is crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy, crazy. But here it's so easy. Only a few items, like I mentioned it before. And it depends on the program. You can go from rates from 6.375 all the way
Mhm.
to 7.5
Yeah.
here, which is awesome. I mean, for a foreign national, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, you said you're from Colombia, and Colombia for Miami has been our top investor country for many, many years. It bounces around for two and three for Canada and some other South American states or countries, sorry. But Colombia is still our number one. How has that helped you with your business internationally?
A lot, a lot. I mean, I get a lot of clients from Colombia,
Hmm.
from Chile,
Yeah,
from Argentina as
yeah,
well. Those
yeah.
are like the top three countries that I get clients from.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, in whatever country you are, we can help you. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely. Definitely. And Dario, he is bilingual. He has Spanish and English. And do you have any other languages that you speak?
Um, Not really.
Not really. Yeah. Yeah. I know Spanish, probably not as good as you, but I was born here, so English
Uh,
is my first language, but
there you go. There you go. But as long as you have some Spanish that it can help you close a deal, that's good,
there we go.
right?
There we
That's all
go.
we need.
If not, I call you for help.
Yes, yes, mom, you can.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Dario, what else can you tell me about yourself and how you can help clients or just anything in general? Um,
Yeah. Like I mentioned it, I've been in this business for a little bit.
yeah,
One thing that I like to do with my clients is the first thing that I do is listen to them.
yes.
Um, Ask questions. I always ask some questions that it get me identify their priorities as
Hmm.
far as what they're looking to do.
Yes.
Because it happens to me at the beginning of my career when I used to assume, and that didn't work.
Yeah.
And I learned that the best way to do it before you go into explaining the program, it's
Hmm.
to ask specific questions, get to
Hmm.
know them, get to understand what they're looking for.
Yeah.
What's the main reason why they are doing this investment, either to live in the property or as an investment,
Yeah.
and what are the main concerns. And then
Yes.
from there, I start putting together the loan because it's about structuring the loan the right way
Yeah.
so we don't have issues down the road.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. That's my priority with any client. And if for some reason this client cannot qualify right now, I put him on a program that I call Get Ready.
Okay.
So I tell them, listen, Erika, this is what you need to do. This is your next step. Let's make a plan for a 3 or 4 month. But in between, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I keep
Yeah.
in touch with them. Most of
Yeah.
these clients, they once they ready, they buy. Because
Yeah.
the best time to buy a property, it's when you are ready.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. When you're ready, no matter how the market is at the moment. Because
Hmm.
one thing that we say in our business is to some people say, well, the rates are not low, the rates are kind of high.
Hmm.
Well, it depends. Every time of the year, every market is different depending on what's
Always
going on around
changing.
the world, right?
Yeah.
So what I always say to them, I say, listen, if you keep paying rent, you keep wasting your money,
Yeah.
right? But if you marry your property, and you date the rate,
Hmm.
meaning that down the road we can get you a lower rate,
Yes.
you know,
Yep.
that's way better to, oh, I'm just gonna wait and keep wasting my money on rent and paying the mortgage for my landlord instead of buying
Yep.
my property. And then down the road, when I can get a lower rate, then I
Mhm.
just get a lower rate. But I already made my investment. I'm making money on my equity. It's safer to have your
Mhm.
own property because
Yeah.
one of the things that I hear a lot of with tenants that they want to buy is that either the house is being sold or they increase the rent really high.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. So that's my advice. Buy when you feel ready.
Yep, exactly. It's all about your own personal finances, and
Yeah,
there's always options to restructure every option that you have. And
exactly.
no two loans are the same. So if you have a loan that starts out interest only, and there's other people that start out with conventional where it's always a fixed rate. So
Yeah.
that's where you can come into play and really help and guide the clients that are deciding to get the loan process, to figure out what's really best for them. Because it's at the end of the day, we want our clients to feel supported in their investment decisions, and it takes a team.
Exactly, 100%. One last thing that I want to tell you is that for 40 nationals, you
Yes.
can have either a 30-year fixed rate,
Uh-huh.
you can do a 15-year fixed rate,
Yeah.
or either you can do a 3, 5, or 7-year fixed rate.
Okay.
Okay? So it
Yeah.
depends. That's why it's really important to have a nice conversation and understand what they're looking to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, Dario. I
My
appreciate
pleasure.
your time. And if our clients are looking to get a hold of you, how are they going to find you?
Well, they can look me up in Instagram. It's Dario Torrente.
Hmm.
Simple, one word. I mean, two words, but together, Dario Torrente.
Yep.
They can also email me at dariotorrente.com,
Yep.
or they can reach out via WhatsApp at 786-301-3069.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time
Thank you,
today.
Erika. Thank you for your time. It was really nice talking to you.
Yeah, it was great talking to you again. We'll be back. We are going to do a follow-up with construction loans on our next video.
Yes, and also, talking about construction loan, we can also talk about the 203K
Yes.
and the renovation loans for buyers who are looking to buy a property, but the property needs some kind of,
A
fix
lot of
fixing
love.
up. Yeah, a lot of love.
A lot of love.
Yeah, so I have those programs that you can include the
Yes.
expense of fixing up that property into one loan. So
Yes.
you don't
And
have to use your credit cards afterwards.
they even have that for veterans also under a
Yeah,
VA option too. Yeah.
yeah,
So we'll
different
definitely
options. We
get
can
into
talk
all
about
that.
that next time.
Yeah, let's definitely get into that. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Erika. Have a nice day.
Thank you too.
Talk to you soon. Bye
Take
bye.
care. Bye. If you'd like some more information on how to purchase a property here in the United States, reach out to me at +1 607 425 2464, and you can also email me at erica.collins247 at gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching.